Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong rule over China led to tens of millions of deaths through the Great Leap Forward famine and the political chaos of the Cultural Revolution. He built a totalitarian state that controlled every single aspect of Chinese life. And yet, in his quest to shatter traditional Chinese society and build a new communist state, Mao's regime brought about radical changes for women. Mao famously declared that women hold up half the sky, and his government took real steps to make that happen. In 1950, the regime passed the new marriage law, which banned arranged marriages and concubines, and for the first time, gave women the right to file for divorce. At the same time, huge literacy campaigns taught millions of women to read and write. Women were brought into the workforce in numbers never seen before, breaking thousands of years of strict Confucian tradition that had kept them in the home. Joseph Stalin. Joseph Stalin paranoid purges sent millions to the Gulag. His collectivization of agriculture caused catastrophic famines, and he ruled the Soviet Union with absolute merciless power for nearly 30 years. But Stalin was also obsessed with one single goal: dragging the Soviet Union from a largely agrarian society into an industrial superpower, and doing it at lightning speed. While Russia had already begun to industrialize before the revolution, Stalin's series of 5-year plans, starting in 1928, forced this transformation through sheer brutality. The human cost was astronomical, but the results were undeniable. Ferdinand Marcos. Ferdinand Marcos ruled the Philippines for 2 decades. After declaring martial law in 1972, his regime became infamous for its brutal human rights abuses, with tens of thousands of people arrested, tortured, or killed. His family and cronies were also accused of plundering billions of dollars from the nation's treasury. But Marcos was a master of propaganda, using grand projects to create the illusion of a new society. His administration oversaw a massive infrastructure boom, building specialty hospitals, power plants, and iconic structures like the San Juanico Bridge. Most notably, he continued and expanded the Pan-Philippine Highway, a network of roads and bridges that connects the country's major islands. This development, however, was fueled by massive foreign loans that plunged the country into a severe debt crisis. The projects were designed to project an image of national progress and were often vehicles for staggering corruption. Yet despite the debt-driven motives and graft, much of the infrastructure built during his reign, particularly the roads and bridges, remains a vital part of the Philippines' transportation network today. Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler's evil is almost beyond comprehension, and his regime represents one of humanity's darkest chapters. This makes any discussion of a positive outcome deeply uncomfortable, but the historical irony is there. When Hitler took power in 1933, Germany was crippled by the Great Depression. One of his signature projects was the construction of the Reichsautobahn. Now, he didn't invent the highway system, but he embraced it for its massive propaganda potential. Hitler presented the project as a way to put Germans back to work and as a symbol of a new, unified, and modern nation. Propaganda films showed thousands of smiling workers building the Führer's roads. While the Autobahn's direct impact on unemployment was much smaller than propaganda claimed, the real job creator was rearmament. The project was a powerful psychological tool. It created a tangible sense of progress and national pride that helped solidify the Nazi regime's power. After the war, this world-class highway network became a crucial asset for West Germany's economic recovery, a lasting piece of infrastructure born from the most sinister of regimes.